guys, I'm Steph. Thank you so much for checking out my channel today. I am so excited to share with you all of my makeup empties for 2019. I quickly looked back at my 2018 video. I'll link that down below in case you're interested because I wanted to see what my total value was to see if I did better this year. And I was wearing this shirt in that video and I put this on and then I watched that video and I was like, wow, should I change? And I was like, no, I think it's hilarious that I ended up wearing the same shirt for the same video a year later. So here we are. Last year, not including perfume samples, makeup sponges, or nail products, I finished up 31 makeup items for a total value of $326. This year, not including perfume samples and makeup sponges, I finished 37 items for a total of $493, which is an increase of $167. So I am so happy to see that I am using up even more makeup in my collection at a higher value, but this year I also was very focused on using up so many things. I used up so many samples, so to see that my overall value was still higher is like really exciting to see. So now getting into all the makeup products I finished, I'm just going to quickly let you know if I would repurchase it or not. These products have been in Empties videos throughout the year. They've likely have been in projects. So if you want more in-depth views on them, then you can always ask me down below and I'll respond in the comments, or you can check out some of my other videos. Starting off with makeup sponges, I finished up 2 this year. They're both the Real Technique sponge. I do like it and I would repurchase. Getting into perfume samples, I did finish up 16 this year, and that is because I was doing my perfume sample project pan, so I will link the intro to that down below as well as all of the updates in the finale. I completed that project, meaning I finished up all of the sample perfumes in my collection. So just to quickly go through what I tried this year and if I would repurchase it or not. Atelier Cologne Mandarin Glacé, would not repurchase. Ermendello Zegda's Bergamot, I would not repurchase. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, would not repurchase. Calvin Klein C2K, would not repurchase. Dior, Miss Dior, would repurchase, and I do have a full size in my collection. I finished up 2 Montguerlons and I would repurchase. I do in fact have a full size in my collection. I have another Atelier Cologne. This is Bergamot Solier. I would not repurchase. Versace Eras, while it is a men's fragrance, I would repurchase. Marc Jacobs Decadence, would not repurchase. Elizabeth and James Nirvana, while I did enjoy it, I don't think I would repurchase it. Cartier's L'Envol de Cartier, would not repurchase. Prada's Candy, I would purchase. Viva La Juicy Rosé, I would not repurchase, but I also have Viva La Juicy and I feel like I would consider purchasing this one. Marc Jacobs Daisy, I have a lot of deluxe sizes of this, so I have it in my collection. Moving on to eye products, starting with brow products. The only one I finished up was this mini Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I would not repurchase. Next, for an eyeshadow base, I have the Essence I Heart Intensifying Color Eyeshadow Base. I would not repurchase. From ColourPop, I have the Supernova Shadow Running Orbits. I no longer think these are available. I have other colors in my collection. Unfortunately, I cannot repurchase this one. Moving on to mascaras, and to show you the wand, this is the IT Cosmetics Tightline. It can be used as a primer, a mascara, or an eyeliner. I would not repurchase. I have the e.l.f. Mascara Primer. I would repurchase this. And for my last full size, I have the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I would consider repurchasing this. For samples, I have the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Mascara. I would not repurchase this. And last, the Buxom Big Tease Mascara. I would repurchase this. Moving on to the face, I did finish up 2 primers. The first was the NYX Angel Veil. I would not repurchase this. The second was the Benefit Professional. I would also not repurchase this. Moving on to foundations, I finished 4 foundations, which I'm so incredibly happy about. The first was the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I would not repurchase this. Next was the No. 7 Stay Perfect Foundation. I would 100% repurchase this. And the last 2 were both the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Comfort Serum Foundation, and I would not repurchase this. Next, I finished up the No. 7 Match Made Concealer, completely finished that up, and I would repurchase this. Lasting Perfection Concealer, I would repurchase this. MUA Pro Base Prime and Conceal Color Correcting Cream in Peach, I would repurchase this. Moving on to powders. While I hit pan in a lot of powders this year, I was also able to finish up some. I finished up the Rimmel Stay Matte, I would not repurchase this. And I finished up the NYX HD Finishing Powder in Banana. I would not repurchase this. And I finished up this deluxe sample size of the Becca Hydra Mist, and I would also not repurchase this. For setting sprays, I finished up 3 this year, which is a vast improvement from last year's 1. The first one I finished up was the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I don't feel the need to repurchase this, but it was good. Next, I finished up the Botanical Lab Witch Hazel Shine Control Face Mist. It worked well, but I don't feel the need to repurchase it. And last was the Mario Badescu Facial Spray with Aloe Herbs and Rose Water. I would not repurchase this. For Color Cosmetics, I finished up this mini Benefit What's Up, and this took me so long to finish, and I started to dig in there a little bit, and I really like it, but I don't think I would repurchase it. And for blush, I finished up a cream blush. This is the Annabelle Perfect Cream Blush in the shade Light Berry. And while I did enjoy this product, I don't feel the need to repurchase it. And last for lips, I feel pretty good about the amount of lip products I was able to finish up this year. Starting off with a lip scrub. This was the PS Pro Lip Scrub. I would repurchase this. For lip balms, I have the Maybelline Baby Lips Color Balm Crayon. This was in the shade Toasted Taupe. I would not repurchase this. I have the Nivea Hydra Care. I would potentially purchase this. It was from the dollar store, very affordable, so I like that. The IT Cosmetics Lip Balm, I completely dug that out. I would not repurchase this. The IT Cosmetics Vitality Lip Flush, again, I cleaned that completely out, but I would not repurchase this. I have the e.l.f. Primer and Plumper. I decided not to finish up the primer side because it just looks so terrible. However, I did finish up the plumper side, but because I'm only using half the product, I would not repurchase. I feel like I look so stone cold serious during this. I don't know how to like get through it efficiently and still like not look like a crazy sociopath. For lip, I finished up this lipstick from Sephora. This was the shade of it. It's completely flush with the packaging. I would not repurchase. That being said, I do really enjoy these. I just have like such a large lip collection. I don't feel the need to repurchase it, but that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. And that's kind of a caveat for everything I've spoken about. Just because I said I wouldn't repurchase it doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. Just for my personal self, I don't love it enough to go out and get it again. This is the Makeup Forever Rouge Artiste lipstick, and I would not repurchase. This is the Clinique Lip Color and Primer in Melon Pop. I would definitely not repurchase this. I have the ColourPop Ultra Satin Liquid Lipstick, and this was in the shade Echo Park. Would not repurchase, would never repurchase the Ultra Satin lips. I feel like they go off so fast. I do not really enjoy them. For lip gloss, I have this One Direction lip gloss. It was from a kit that I would not repurchase. And lastly, I have this Sexy Mother Pucker lip gloss from Soap & Glory in the shade Natural. I would potentially repurchase. And just to show you everything laid out so you can get a sense of everything that I finished. So just to give you the final overview, these are all of my lip products. Makeup sponges, all of my sample perfumes right there. Moving on to powders, concealers, primers, my highlighter and blush. And then at the bottom here we have my foundations, setting sprays, eye products, being mascaras, and brow pencils as well. And just to show you everything. And there's a shot of all the makeup products I have finished in 2019. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I love these videos and seeing how much makeup somebody went through in a year, the dollar value of it. To me, the dollar value isn't the biggest thing, but I like seeing that as well, so that's why I wanted to include it in mine. If you want to see what makeup that I go through this year, then make sure you subscribe. I am definitely continuing on my project planning journey and working through my makeup. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye!